Hey guys, how are you doing? My name is Ashley Lynch. The discussion board for this week was the solution focused brief therapy or the narrative therapy. The first question was how are the theories similar and different? For the solution focused brief therapy, it's basically changing the way an individual behaves to enhance their life as the main goal, according to Corey 2021. Therapists do not focus on the past, but rather the present and future is the focus. Clients have the freedom to choose which goals they want to accomplish, and it's less focused on diagnosing an individual history or the root of the problem. It concentrates on what is right instead of what is wrong. The narrative therapy, therapists listen to clients and encourage them to share stories. Belief that the person is not the problem, but the problem is the problem. The therapist and client identify the problem and work towards a solution. The differences with the narrative therapy, it allows the client to create stories on how they feel about personal experiences, whereas solution focused brief therapy focuses on the behavior of the client in order to change their present and future. Narrative therapy focuses on past experiences in order to get to the root of the problem, whereas solution focused brief therapy focus more on the now and later. The strengths of the narrative therapy is the therapist and client identify the root of the problem to see how it has affected the client. This therapy is widely used for group work in school settings, and it's congruent with social constructionalism with the philosophy of multiculturalism, according to Corey 2021 again. The limitations of narrative therapy is adopting a not knowing perspective, which may lead the client from some cultures to lose trust in therapists, gives the client a little too much freedom in choosing the outcome of therapy. The strengths of solution focused brief therapy, it focuses on positive change, which is a really good thing, and it believes that people are healthy and competent. It concentrates on what is right and working at the current moment. It's goal directed therapy. The limitations is that it's time sensitive and it is short term therapy. Solution based focused therapy. Solution focused brief therapy is compatible with biblical perspective and focusing on things which are good. The Bible talks about focusing on the positive. In Philippians 4:8, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, focus on these things. And that's from the Holy Bible, 1998. Solution focused brief therapy is compatible with biblical perspective because it doesn't take into consideration the past that shaped the client's present and future. Narrative therapy is compatible with biblical perspective because it allows the client to choose the outcome of therapy. In life, we have choices, and it is up to us to make the choice, realizing the consequences of our actions. Narrative therapy is incompatible with biblical perspective because it gives clients too much freedom, and we know that when we are given too much freedom, it can be either a good or a bad thing. Solution focused brief therapy. There are really no limitations when it comes to this type of therapy. However, the client and therapist do not dig deep enough in past to properly diagnose and treat the root of the problem. Narrative therapy, creating stories that gives the client freedom to express themselves, could set them up from reaching obtainable goals of if their stories do not focus on the reality of their life. The perspective and reality of the client will determine the success of treatment and diagnosis for the client. Thank you.